Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we've come to Fakenham Racecourse, but not for any racing, it's for Norfolk's Artisan Fair. So yeah, we're looking forward to coming here. Looks lovely, weather's lovely, which always helps. So I just thought I'd show you a couple of bits that we got from the Artisan Fair. So we bought this print framed of a bee. Look at the detail in that. So he's drawn that, and then he gave us this one for free as well, which I'll probably give to Chloe. So that's from this artist. And he also gave us a bookmark. And then we got this, it's a magnet. And he had so much cool stuff. Check him out on Instagram. We will probably get some more stuff from him there. Like he had like all this different stuff that he just painted. So like a saw with artwork on it. But we just didn't want to get it at the moment because obviously we're going to be moving again soon and it's just more stuff to move really. We haven't done hard about getting this really, but it was quite very reasonably priced. So we got them. Plus I also got some cakes. It was like a wagon wheel bar thing, but it was all like vegan and this cookie, I can't remember what it's called, but we've eaten them, so you can't see them. Just going to show you my seeds. Well, not seeds anymore, they're plants, and how well they're doing. If I turn the camera around, you can see them properly. I've got some sunflowers there, some beans, beetroot, tomatoes, which I'm really pleased about because I was a bit worried they were a bit slower to get going. And these are my saved seeds. I've never grown seeds from saved, the ones that I've saved before. And these are the little tiny tomatoes and they are so nice. I'm so pleased they've come up. I don't know what all this stuff is. It must have been in the compost. This is a calendula. These are peas. And then up here, I'll try to do it without moving too fast. You'll guess what these are by the shape of the leaves. Very easy to identify. They're nasturtiums. And then I've got some courgettes. And then I've also got some more courgettes over here. And then if we just spin round, this is how the little snail thing is doing. So, you know, I don't think all the seeds have taken, but I've got a few sweet peas coming up there. And also this that I painted and sewed the other day, they're starting to come up. And then in here, I've got some more sunflowers, apart from that one. So they've all come up apart from that one. Look at this one, it's got 3 leaves on. I've seen one with 3 leaves before. There's another one there. And then from the garden centre the other day, I got some more seeds. So I got some Swiss chard, some dwarf borlotti beans. These ones are really good for drying the actual beans as well. And then you can just add them to stews or soups and stuff. I also did get some runner beans as well. So these are all reasonably quickish things to grow. So they should be ready sort of July to September. So we probably will still be, well, definitely still be here, I would have thought, because I haven't found another house. I haven't found a house to buy yet. So yeah, I'm going to do them. On my list of things to do this week is to sort the beds out up at the end in the allotment-y bit. I've just been up there and I need to get them sorted because the weeds are all starting to grow through, and if I don't get on top of it then they're just going to get worse. I found a thyme plant in one of them, so that's good because I love thyme. And also they must have grown some potatoes in there and left some in the ground, which we all do, because I've got little tiny potato plants growing. So, and they look like purpley ones, so I'm just going to leave them. I've done that before at our allotment. we've left some in and left them, and actually we've got some nice potatoes out of it. So yeah, I'm just going to leave them and see what happens. So I've just been unpacking another box. There are lots of boxes we haven't unpacked, and that is a deliberate thing. We actually have a room upstairs that is just full of boxes. But that is for a reason, and that is because we're not staying here. This is just, we're just renting here until we find somewhere to buy. I don't want to unpack everything just to have to pack it all back up again. But you get to some things and you think, oh, I really want that thing. And you don't know what box it's in. So Craig can't find his cufflinks. And it could be in any box, I don't know. And I was looking for a flower press that I had. And it used to be on the shelf with my cookbooks. Now my cookbooks have been unpacked and it isn't there. So I need to have a look on a few other boxes, but as I said, I don't want to just have open a load of boxes. But I did just unload one because I'd already started. It was already open, so I'd obviously gone in there for something. So I've emptied it. Thing is, you empty it and it's got stuff in there that I don't necessarily need right now, but like some old magazines that I want. But I don't need them right now, but I've now unpacked them and put them on the shelf with some books. But I found, I don't know why this was in a different box to the food, but I found my turmeric latte, which I was thinking about this the other day, and I was thinking, I don't know where that had gone. So I'm going to make myself one of these. I also found a few other books in the box with the one that I was looking for, which is The Artist's Way. I've been looking, I couldn't remember what box it was in, and I said in, I think my last video it was, that I want to do some painting and some artwork, and I don't know, I'm not an artist, but I like to be a little bit creative, and I just want to have a go at a few little bits and just see. So yeah, this book's supposed to be really good, so I bought it a little while ago but haven't got around to reading it. I also found this one that was in there, it's another new one. Why Doing Nothing Can Change Your Life, The Brain at Rest. This is supposed to be very good. And then I also found A Year of Living Curiously. This is really interesting, and part of me thinks, oh, I'll save it for next year and I'll look at it every single day. There's something on every day for the whole year. Obviously I've missed quite a bit of it because it's been in a box. But today's thing, for an example, is, what is the date today? The date today is the 19th. I know it's not the 19th as you're watching this, but it's the 19th today. It's a little bit of a boring one, really. What are taxes for? Taxes as in you pay tax, not taxis as in it gives you a lift. But yeah, there's all different stuff. So some of it's information, stuff that you might not know about. Yeah, it's just it's quite an interesting thing just to learn different things. Oh, my arm's aching, the phone's going down. Right, waffling on, I'm going to make myself a turmeric latte. Godspeed, we travel with hope in our minds. Loose rain, the sky and the wind are only guide. Wild sea, we are all strangers to this land. And no map, no promise but the light ahead. Rolling into the great unknown. Every step leads away from home. New stars, so bright in the edge of the night. One spark my flower press that I was looking for. It's only a very small one, but that's fine. I just want to have a little go. There's still some daisies in there that I've taken out now, and I'm just having a little look around the garden, seeing what I can find. So I found some little ferns. Well, they were bigger than that, obviously. I've just taken the tops off, but there's some more of them as well that are growing just under the shed. So I'm going to pick some of them because I think they will press really nice. And I've got loads of daisies, and some really nice ones with the white with little pink on the edge. So I'm going to see if I can do some of them. I've also got these little blossom. I think I looked them up and they're called like something orange blossom or something. They smell amazing. Oh, so nice. And I've also got some, oh, my cat is coming up the garden. It looks like he's on his way to go in the shed actually. These are the lilacs, and these smell amazing too. Let me show you. They are, oh, so nice. And they're lots of little flowers, so I'm going to have a go at trying to do some of them individually. What I'm going to do is wait a little bit till they've been in the sun, because that will take a little bit of the moisture out anyway. But I'm not really sure what else I can do. I mean, some things I've read that don't press very well, they lose the colour, and the daisies did a bit, but to be honest, they've been in there about 2 years. So yeah, I think there's also some blossom. Oh, I think the blossom's gone. It doesn't last very long, does it? There was some blossom on this tree down here, but I think I can't see it. It might be that it's all closed up because it's in the sun. I don't know what kind of tree it is. Oh, there's a little bit of blossom on there, so I might be able to get some of that. And then I want some kind of more greenery. So as I say, I'm going to pick some of these because these are just lovely. And put them into the press. I'd really like is some forget-me-not flowers, but I haven't seen any around here. Funny enough, I know where there's loads in Kent. But I will have a little look because they should be coming up around now, or should be up around now. I'll have a little wander along the creek later, see if there's anything along there. But yeah, I'm just trying to find what's around at the moment. I might find some other wildflowers somewhere. I don't know if I've seen some cow parsley. I don't know whether that would press very well or not. Thing is, it's white, isn't it? So I think the white things tend to, obviously, it's better to have something with some colour. But, you know, the shape of it might look nice. So I might go and see if I can get some of that as well. I've also found some seeds. Some of them are quite old, so I'm not sure how good they'll be, but stick them in and see how they go. First job of the day though is to meal plan, because I'm going to be going, I've just got to squeeze through this gap because I've moved my seeds there so they're in the sun, but it means it's a bit of a small gap to get out. Just nearly tripped over the cat because he's just gone running past me. I'm going to be doing this in the garden. I'm going to be doing most things in the garden this week because it's supposed to be lovely. I'm going to make the most of it. Yes, I need to go to Tesco later. I am at home on my own this week, which is going to be strange. So it means I've got to plan a little bit different because a lot of my recipes I do are for more than one person. So I don't want to waste anything, but I've also got our Riverford box coming, and I haven't used any potatoes from last week, so it's not coming today, it's coming in a couple of days time, but I need to use up some of them because there's more coming in them, but I can use some of them at the weekend when Craig and Lucy are back anyway. Yeah, so I'm just going to sit and do a little bit of meal planning and shopping list writing. So I got back from Tesco and I picked up some bargain plants. Well, they might be a bargain, they might not be, because they might all just die, because they look a bit worse for wear. But these geraniums, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 geraniums for £1.78, and they don't look too bad actually. Also got some petunias for £2.04. Don't look too awful, but they need potting on big time. The lobelia look a little bit more worse for wear. I'm going to give them a good water, and we might not get 1, 2, what's it, 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19. There should be 20, but I don't think there is going to be a full 20, but I'm going to give them a water, and hopefully they'll be all right. I also got, I'm going to go back in here because it's a bit windy and cold out there, some wildflower seed, because along the edge of the garden, let me just turn this round to show you. Along this edge here, I just want to put the seed in there and have all wildflowers grow up under the trees. I just think that'd be the easiest thing, and the easiest thing in terms of not having to dig it all the grass and weed it all. I think there were flower beds there before, but they've obviously been left. Now there's just loads of grass, so rather than pulling all that out, if I just put a load of seed down, I just think that would look nice. I've got this peony coming up here, which is going to be stunning because there are loads of flowers on there, so I'm looking forward to that coming, to that flowering. But yeah, then just going to have wild flower seeds all along there. It's now, what day is it? Tuesday now. Just walking Brady, just walking through the orchard, which is looking lovely with all the blossom on the trees. Let me show you this. It's a bit windy. I don't know if you can hear me actually. You probably won't feel too much because it's windy. Right, I'm back in the car, as you can see. It was very windy out there, very pretty. But look what I found some forget-me-nots. So there's some just by the river, so I just picked a couple of them. So I'm going to try and press them when I get home. Right, I'm back home and I'm going to make some granola, which I've been meaning to make for probably years. You can just hear Brady drinking now. This is a delicious Liela recipe. I love her granola from the shops. I'm hoping it's going to be just as tasty as that. So I've got all the ingredients out. I'm just about to get started. It's going in. Hopefully it comes out lovely. So while my granola is in the oven, I'm going to put these forget-me-nots in to this flower press. Now it is a tiny flower press, but they are tiny flowers, so that's fine. Right, I'm just going to cut out some paper. This is just blotting paper, so it just takes the moisture out. One. Two. There's my daisies that I did. They've been in there for about 2 years, but because I did it with kitchen roll, can you see? I don't know if you can see. You see the lines on it, which is the pattern from the kitchen roll. So that's no good, and I could probably do with some tweezers. Right, bear with me. Right, I couldn't find any tweezers. I used to have loads, you know, like the craft ones, funny shaped ones. I'm not doing very well here. I don't know how to get them out without damaging them. They're so delicate. I just want that bit. I don't want the green bit at the bottom. Okay, so you can just sort of pull them out. Right, just going to use them ones. Pop that back on top. Probably should have got some other flowers and used the rest of the press, but I wanted to do the lilacs, but maybe what I'll do is I don't know, take this off and add them in to a different section. I made granola. I ended up cooking it for a little bit longer because it just didn't seem to crisp up or go like a light brown. So I put the temperature up and cooked it probably for about another extra 20 minutes, but it tastes amazing. I've now got to find a jar to put it in because it's actually made quite a lot, and I'm going to have some now with some yogurt and some fresh strawberries. Bring it here. It's a ball. What have you got? What have you got? Hmm? Go. Oh, good boy. Good boy. It's now Wednesday. I'm just sitting in the garden. I've walked Brady and I've just got myself some of my homemade granola that I made yesterday with some yogurt and chia seeds and strawberries. I've got myself a green tea. I've got my magazine, and I'm just going to sit out in the garden for a bit. It is beautiful. It's supposed to be really warm today. So I'm going to sit out here, eat my breakfast, then I am going to the garden centre to get a few bits, and then I will be spending most of the day in the garden. Right, I'm not really sure what to do with this. This just flew into me and then flew into my yogurt. I mean, how do I get that off? I might have to go and get some tissue and just see if I can clean it up the best I can. Right, well, it seems to be moving all right. Its right wing might be a bit of a problem. It might need to clean that off. As you see, it's trying to open its wings. I've wiped off as much, oh, I don't know if you can kind of see, it's because I'm looking over the phone. I've wiped off as much yogurt as I can, but hopefully if I just go and put it in the shade a bit, it might just be able to, it's trying to clean it off. Hopefully it'll be able to clean all of that off. So I've spent most of the day in the garden today, apart from I went to the look at the state. I've washed them twice. I went to the garden centre and got some bits, and yeah, spent the afternoon doing stuff in the garden, which you would have seen if you watched my video that was on, that I put on in the week, because obviously this is going up on Sunday, should be, and then I filmed like a garden one in the middle of the week, so you'll see that if you go back to the last video. Yeah, so I'm going to sit down now. I'm worn out. I'm just doing myself some lunch. Oh, light. I'm just doing some roasted veg because I've got some stuff that needs eating up, and I just love roasted veg. If you watch any of my meals of the week video, you'll see that roasted veg features quite a lot in various different ways, but it tastes great, and it's just a great way of using up. I mean, this cauliflower is a bit limp, So that's why I'm just going to chuck that in. I've also got some courgettes that came in this week's box. So I'm going to pop one of them in as well. And then I'm just going to fry up some, let me show you, just stay in my hands. I've got some of this left over from my dinner the other day, but it's really nice. So I've just got that. I'm going to fry that up as well, and then put it with some, I usually serve it up with some hummus with a bit of smoked paprika on it, and that is just one of the best lunches you can have. Or sometimes I do it with some bulgur wheat as well, but I'm not going to today because this is quite a lot of veg. I don't think I'll need the bulgur wheat as well, but I usually cook that up in some stock, and that is just one of my go-to lunches. I mean, I'm doing this, I normally do this for Craig and I, so that's why I normally do a whole, yeah, I mean that is quite a lot. But if I don't eat it, what I can do is put it in the fridge, and then maybe Craig will have it for his lunch and tomorrow or something. But yeah, I'm just doing lunch for myself today. I sometimes put in a red pepper as well, or a pepper, but again, because I've already got quite a lot of all of this, I'm not going to add that. Just going to put some olive oil over the top. I do use quite a bit of olive oil, and some, let me get the salt, can't reach it, some salt, and a bit of pepper. Give it a little swoosh round. And we're going to put that in the oven on about 200 degrees for about 40-ish minutes. I'll check it and see how it's going. And that's the dinner all dish, or dinner, it's not dinner, lunch, all dished up. So my veg, my hummus with some smoked paprika on top, and my tofu. This tofu is so nice. I say I don't normally buy it like this. I normally buy it just a plain block and then cut it up and put my own stuff on it. But it's just, I've been lazy, and it literally takes 4 minutes. I've got some veg left over there, so I'll put that in the fridge. And then I've just done myself a fennel tea, so I'm going to go and sit and enjoy this in the garden. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Good boy. Treated my seedlings to a little trip outdoors today. Sitting out there enjoying the sun. I normally move them around the conservatory so they're in the sun, but I thought I'd bring them outside because they need watering, so it's easier to do it out here because it does all tend to drip through. So I'm going to do that a bit later when the sun's off of them.